This is the full process of how I made my small ombre serving bowls. It starts with 3 pounds of porcelain thrown on the wheel. I like using porcelain for its durability, but also because it fires to a really nice white finish that really makes the celadons pop. Once the bowl is thrown and fired, it's time to glaze. For the ombre, we use mulberry, weeping plum, and tangelo. Doing a half and half dip on your fan brush is a great way to softly blend your glazes to get a really nice blended transition, which works great for Amico celadons because they are designed to be mixable. Once I've done 2 or 3 coats for the ombre, it's time to move on to the top pattern. I achieved this by gridding off the bowl and drawing a template using tracing paper and cutting it out to use as a stencil. I do this all the way down, and I take those stencils and I trim them to the thickness of the line that I prefer. And I use this modified stencil to finish the pattern. Once the pattern is complete, it's time to block out the background with wax. I use Forbes wax mixed with pink food coloring so that I can see it, and I very carefully with a liner brush paint it on the places that I don't want my purple top color to go. It's important to take your time at this stage because it really helps with cleanup later on. This wax has been a game changer. It comes in a liquid form, it dries down smooth, and it rinses out of my brushes with just water, and it creates an excellent barrier between these layers of glaze. Now that we're waxed, we go in with mulberry and repaint in all these lines. This is the most satisfying part of the project because the wet glaze pulls itself to the unwaxed areas, and one swipe with a wet liner brush cleans up any problem areas. Once the exterior of the bowl is done, it's time to move to the interior. We do 3 coats of obsidian, followed by 3 coats of smoky merlot. Both are Amico glazes, and they fire to a juicy, plummy magenta that looks a lot like mulberry but has a little bit more depth, like this. And that's the full process of how I made these ombre serving bowls.